This is what I'm talking about. He said, I am the MVP. 40, 10, 5 games. He had his 29th 40, 10, 5 assists plus games, okay? That is the most in NBA history. That's the most in NBA history. I do not understand why James Harden, as it relates to the Vegas odds, is so far behind everybody else to win MVP. Against Detroit, granted it was against Detroit, he had 44, 14, and 8.
I can explain.
Explain for me very quickly.
Because the award is voted by the media. That's why. And there will be a bit of a media bias to this, especially against him. I feel like his numbers this year more than ever contributing to winning when you consider that Kyrie hasn't played a ton, KD hasn't played at all in a long time. They've only played 7 games together, and he has continued to push that team to keep winning. And I just feel like he is starting to – he has to be in the conversation, especially with the injuries to the other guys that led the way. But remember who votes. And Vegas knows. You get that feel, you get the sense, you kind of read the room, and you just don't get a lot of momentum from media about him as an MVP candidate.
Then let's hold teams to the same standards when they hold players out. Like, you want to hold Andre Drummond out? Like, all right, like, you know, same standard for a team. Like, it's like it gets held against the player, but then nothing gets held against the team. Well, it's just team business. But it can't be player business when he wants to force his way out of a situation.
I completely agree.
Just saying.
Completely agree.
Works both ways.
It should.
All right, let's go to number 2.
But he is an MVP candidate.
Yes,
no
he
doubt
is.
about
He
it.
better be. Number
At
2.
2.
Shaqtin' a PG. You might think Shaq in the pool, but no, we're talking about Zion Williamson. He is Shaq in a point guard position. That's what you're seeing here right now. I do not understand why we are not talking about this guy every damn day, CC. We did it last year, right? And all of a sudden, it was like, whoa, we got a little bit more hyped about Ja Morant, and I get it because Zion was out. But, I mean, he had 38 against the Dallas Mavericks, 39 against Denver, 27 against the Lakers, 30 against Denver. Hear about how Zion thinks about himself. I mean, let's listen to the sound. Let's see. There is no sound. Okay, see this side. My producer was talking to me in my ear on the last play. I got confused. It's okay.
It was the sound of silence.
I'm giving the ball to CC. I'm getting out of the way. I'm giving the ball to Zion. I'm getting out of the way. I think what he's doing this year is so damn special. Like, they have moved him to the point guard position. You have Lonzo Ball setting screens for him. That's how. Think
Which is
about
so
that.
ironic.
It's the reverse of John
Yes.
Stockton, Karl Malone. You have the little setting the pick for the big coming off, and he's rolling to the bucket, giving you any which way you want.
Don't you feel, Jay, that what they're doing is they're saying we're not going to try to turn him into what Charles Barkley was early in his career. We're not trying to turn him into Blake Griffin, where we just want you to jump and dunk over people and use your athleticism. No. We're going to let you develop your game skills and show off your game skills and play it completely different to which would be, to me, a more sustainable way to play for him. Instead of saying, well, we're just going to use your power and your dunking and your ability to finish at the rim, and we're going to have you do that until your knees break. Or, no, we're going to have you play this way, which can give him a long-term career. Because the concern about Zion always was, how long can he play that way? This way, he could play a very long time.
Saying we're not talking about Brandon Ingram a lot, are we, this year? That's very interesting. Yeah. We're talking a lot about Zion.
No, this is his
team. Not talking about Brandon Ingram.
Now this is his team. Now this has become like Luka with Dallas. This
PG1.
Yes.
New Orleans Pelicans. Post a picture of Zion. 100%. PG1. Let's go to number 1.
And running point.
Is the buyout market like an arms race? I mean, it feels like every single year, especially this year, Andre Drummond to the Lakers. For all the people that have the hate on Andre Drummond, I've been seeing his name trending this year a lot when it comes to this trade. I just want you to know, he was averaging 17 and 13. 17 and 13. For a team right now playing without AD, AD has been cleared to play in practice. We'll see how he comes back off that Achilles injury. This is one hell of a guy that could play alongside LeBron James when he comes back. Not the same skill set as AD, but can be utilized in a different way, especially if you meet the Nets in the finals, if they're able to get to the finals, especially.
Jay, you know I'm a Lakers fan, so I got to ask, how does this thing work with AD and Andre Drummond together in the lineup?
Well, look, I think when it comes down to closing moments, you go to AD at the 5, right? Plus, Drummond's not the best free throw shooter.
Yeah.
But throughout the course of the game, I mean, you can spell AD at the 4 if you want to go big. You can give AD some rest. I think that Marc Gasol wasn't it.
Yeah.
CC. And I love Marcus All. He's a legend. Love the way he's treated Kobe Bryant's family. Love that for his own family. He's an incredible human being, but he is a liability on the court in pick and roll scenarios. Andre Drummond is not that person. He can help you out tremendously. And the second part, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, what's that
to
about?
the Nets. Look, let's just be real about it. A lot of people say, "Oh, Stephen A. Smith." They're like, they're still in the NBA championship. Maybe if you had talked to me about this 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, when he was an All-Star. But LA is going to be a guy that can comes off the bench. That's his nickname, LA, LaMarcus Aldridge. He can come off the bench. He can get you 12, 13 points, get you 4 or 5 rebounds. He can knock down some shots. I think it's more so LaMarcus Aldridge and Blake Griffin open up the court due to the way they can pick and pop, due to the way they can shoot. It's a perfect unlocking scenario for Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.